welcome to Movies, Films, and Flicks. I am Mark Crazy Willie Hoffmeyer, and joining me is Norbert, Independence, Morvan, and Niall, Freedom, More. Thank you for
Does that mean I'm the one that actually lands successfully?
Oh, I didn't even consider that when I brought that up.
What are the odds you kill the black guy in the science fiction movie? What are the odds?
Yeah.
Wait,
Jesus Christ.
no, you survived. You're with Storm Air, Clark Duncan, and AJ Ben Affleck on the Tumbler with the machine gun.
Dude, Owen Wilson bites it horribly, son.
Oh yeah.
And the pilots get not only blasted in the face by space debris, but then they get ejected, and then they get to bounce off the other ship.
Yeah, that's some Rennie Harlan deaths right there. Like they get the triple.
It really is. It really is. It's gross, man. It's gross. But they should have listened to my man Keith David when he just straight up suggested, why don't we just shoot 150 nuclear missiles up there to blow the thing out of the sky?
I cannot take Keith David seriously in this movie at all, because I've been watching Rick and Morty where he plays the president, and I'm just like picturing like the president saying this. I'm just like,
that's
oh
right.
My God, like Keith David is just legendary.
Watching Keith David and Billy Bob Thornton on screen just makes me so happy seeing that duo right there. And all right, so I was watching this movie, and I think what I love most about it is like they have like I'm a simple guy when I watch movies. Just tell me what's going on. At least try to explain something, and I'm like, cool, you tried to explain it. So I love when they're like, we got to blow up the meteor from the inside. It's like a cherry bomb, and then they're like, why didn't you see this meteor asteroid that's the size of Texas? We have $1 million budget. We can only see like 0.3% of the sky. It's a big ass sky. Like just, I love that movie where they just keep. We went 17 miles off target, or 27 miles away from where we're supposed to be. And I just love this. I love that Armageddon just gives me that. Like they got 90% of their fuel. Like there's an 80-yard line in it after the space station blows up, but they make sure to tell us they got 90% of their fuel. And that's what I love about this movie is it just. There's little lines in there that just explain things to me very simply. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, that works. I like it.
This is a tactic that they also employed in Star Trek First Contact. The Borg are employing a tachyon pulse, surrounding themselves in a gravitational field. And then Riker comes out, time travel. In case you didn't understand. in case you didn't understand all that Star Trek gobbledygook.
It's like, here's the techno babble, and then here's the straight man telling you, it's like, this means that we're
Exactly. Well, we're going to create a slingshot and surround it with Einsteinian particles. Wow, like putting an acorn in a slingshot.
Oh, it's like Wile E. Coyote.
Exactly.
I love it, though. This whole movie is that. It's just those little lines, and it made me so happy. And I also got thinking, too, Niall, so like, Norbert and I watched this. I'm assuming Norbert saw it in the States. Like, you were in New York, Norbert. I was in Florida. Theaters erupted for this movie. But I'm assuming now you were in Ireland when this came out. What was it like? Did you see it in the theater?
Yeah. So yeah, that was so my uncle at the time, he still is actually, was the projectionist at the local theater. So
he's still your uncle, or he's still the projectionist?
He's still the projectionist. So basically, what I wanted to do when I wanted to see a movie, I would just call him up. It's like, hey, Peter, can I come to work with you today? And I just have to like take tickets on the door, and I'd get to see a movie for free. Oh. And so that was one of the ones I saw that summer. It was Armageddon. It was full theater. Yeah, it was pretty popular as far as I remember.
Because it's just the most rah American experience on the planet. I mean, this is. I have a question for y'all too. Like, aside from like Jurassic Park and a few other things, what's a better summer popcorn blockbuster out there? I mean, this came out in '98. Michael Bay directed. It was the highest grossing movie of the year. It made $554 million worldwide. Yeah. Like, what?
Independence Day.
I was just gonna say because those two movies specifically, I was of the age too where I still kind of believed in humanity and America and all of that stuff. So the very first thing that gets shot by the pieces of the asteroid, American flag patch on the guy's suit. Okay, there's no way that Michael Bay did not say, okay, so we're gonna totally just shoot the flag on his arm, and because that hits you, and whoa, man, what's going on? You know,
Mm-hmm.
you get all of these shots of the American flag throughout this movie. It is everywhere. Bruce Willis is standing in front of a flag. They shoot the flag patch. There's just American flags flying in just random places. Okay. And then 11 minutes into the movie, you've had dozens, if not hundreds of explosions to the point where they even blew up the goddamn title of the movie. It doesn't get much more American than that, man. With the epic gravitas of Charlton Heston. It happened before, and it'll happen again.
65 million years ago. They brought him in to add some, like, a lot of people worried it was a silly movie, so they just go, just put Charlton Heston in the beginning of it, make him do some narration, and people will be on board with it.
Gravitas.
Yeah, the computer graphics department obviously didn't do their research because the continents of Earth didn't look like they do now 65 million years ago. It's like it's hitting like a perfectly formed like Yucatan like peninsula or whatever, and it's like that wasn't there.
Oh wow, I didn't even think about that.
You're going to try the concept of Pangea to Michael Bay. I mean,
You know what I love about him too is I was doing some research for this movie and they were talking about asteroids, meteors, like comets, all that kind of stuff, and they were explaining what they actually look like. He's like, I don't want that. He's like, make it look mean. So, but that's what I adore about Michael Bay. Like they showed him the science.
Styrofoam, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I just love that he's like, I don't care what they actually look like. Just make me a really mean asteroid. I want it to look mean. So they have the asteroid growls. There's growling to it.
Absolutely.
And it's beautiful. Like I think some Neil deGrasse Tyson watched this and he did like a tweet, like he tweeted about it saying how ridiculous it is. I'm like, yeah, but that's the point. If he watched a movie called Real Life Comet and it's unscientific, sure, but he's watching Armageddon, a summer blockbuster that takes place on another world that features miners, the best miners in the world, going to space to drill a hole in a thing and then blow it up and split it so it splits between Earth. Like it seems like a weird movie for me to criticize the science on because it doesn't even try. I don't think
it doesn't get.
Well, the thing is, like, Michael Bay is even quoted like as saying this in the movie, that it's like you can't have fires in space, and Michael Bay is like, fuck it, I don't care.
Yeah,
like I want fire.
Yeah,
I want it. Michael Bay is a 12-year-old with $1 billion budget every year.
Absolutely.
And that's it. He wants what he wants. Like you said before, the Armageddon toys, that's the reason why there are guns in outer space. Yeah, just like Chick said, why do you have a gun in space? The toys, you idiot.
Yeah. I looked them up on eBay and they're selling them.
Guns sell better.
It's true though, right? Like you have a movie like Jurassic Park, put a gun on the raptor. Like, oh, okay, cool. Like that.
I think I had that toy.
The gun on the raptor?
You know you did.
It's like,
wasn't there like a TV show, like an animated show, which had like battle dinosaurs or something?
Oh, yep, I do remember that. Yeah.
Dinosaurs.
Like if they did a Forrest Gump toy line, Jenny would have an Uzi. Like I just think put a gun with a character in that. But knowing all this about Armageddon just made me so happy. Like Michael Bay, I guess he's notorious on film sets because he said that making a movie is like going to war, and he considers himself to be a general when he's making movies. And listen, you're moving like, on Armageddon. I bet there was 1,200 people working on it. Massive production. You have vans everywhere. You have, you probably have a city of just RVs parked. So I get it, but that's also ridiculous to say that you're in war. Like you're not in war making a movie. Like you're sipping on a LaCroix and then drinking coffee and then yelling. And so it's not, I get it, but I just think it's so funny. But that also explains Michael Bay to me. Like this dude, he makes, I don't know, there's no one out there that makes movies like him. As far as like, I would even call him an auteur because you watch his movies, like that's a Michael Bay movie. Like you know immediately what he is.
Oh yeah. Not even just by the 6,000 cuts either. You know, the way that there are certain shots where you can't really tell what's going on, the way that throughout the entire movie, there's never really a moment where it's just two people talking and no background noise whatsoever. You never get silent, you know? You are constantly being bombarded with sounds, how to feel, what to think. Oh my God, look over there. What's happening?
On that, it's like, have you heard Affleck's commentary on this? It is
Oh, it's
absolutely
beautiful.
off the charts. There's like one scene where they're still on the oil rig, and he's just like, and here's Bruce and Liv talking, and for some reason there's a helicopter in the background. I bet you wouldn't have noticed that. It's just like,
And the thing is, you want to have jokes on Batfleck, but hey, that man's an Oscar-winning writer. Okay?
Yeah.
You shut your mouth. That guy
AJ
knows what he's talking about.
yeah,
AJ Frost delivers it though in it. Like Ben Affleck, when he's crying at the end with Harry, like Affleck
That was
brings it
real.
in this movie.
It's in the fields.
I know he's making. Listen, he was also like, why does everyone have to be the best? Like in the real world, you don't meet the best. You don't meet an espresso maker. I'm the best espresso maker in New York. Like you never meet the best. There's always the best in these movies. But I don't know. I got as much as he makes fun of the movie, at the end with him and Harry, that they sell
That was a
that.
real
the thing
moment.
is,
Real moment.
you also, he's making fun of it, but at the same time, you also get the real sense that he enjoyed the hell out of it.
Yeah.
Like,
There's no doubt. There's no doubt. And to your earlier point, it's because this is supposed to be a high concept movie, okay? But what's the high concept here, It's not like with Adam Sandler making that crazy ass movie Pixels where the video games come to life and try to eat everybody. That was a quote unquote high concept picture. This is an asteroid comes to smash the earth. It's like literally the oldest story in human history because it happened 65 million years ago.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So it's not a high concept picture. So of course they're not taking it seriously. These are the guys that, hey, we get to play cops and robbers, bang bang. It's nuts. It's all
Mhm.
nuts.
And get montages where they're just singing "Leaving on a Jet Plane." And quick question for you two. You two work. Okay, I don't want to make either one of you the best oil driller in the world. So you work for me. I'm the best oil driller in the world, and I bring you two. I bring you two on to go to space and drill an 800-foot hole into an asteroid. What would you request of the government?
Hazard pay, baby.
Hazard?
I was gonna ask you this. Hazard pay. Well, we just a couple of small requests. I don't want to stay in the White House. That's one thing for sure. I definitely don't want that.
What?
Staying in the White House, sleeping in a Lincoln bed. Don't want to do that.
No.
Don't want to do that.
I mean, no taxes. That's a gimme.
I don't mind not paying taxes. I don't mind paying taxes.
Oh, I would ask for all the Criterion Blu-rays, and then all the new ones when they come out.
I want.
Of course, that's what I asked for.
I want Amazing Fantasy 15 and the entire run, Volume 1, Amazing Spider-Man 1 to issue 700.
Whoa. I take Fantastic Four *1.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't even have to be well graded. Just get me the comic.
I think I'd want just like a box at like a sports stadium, so I can just go to all of the games I want to.
Ooh.
Well, here's the thing, Niall. If we save the planet, it's not like, we're rubbing the magic lamp and we only get 3 wishes. I saved humanity.
Yeah.
Okay? So
you're never buying a beer again.
Yeah, so this is request 1 of 25. You know what I mean?
Oh, so you're gonna airheads
And
it.
who's actually going to say no?
Clearly.
It's like,
Clearly.
I saved the world. Maybe like 5 years later though, Norbert, and we're out, and I'm like in a plane, and you want my seat. I saved the world. Like, oh, come on, man! Like you took my seat to Cincinnati the other week. Come on, just go take your spot.
You say that, okay, but Patrick Ewing is never going to buy a beer in New York, right?
Yeah.
LeBron James, as much as they burned his jersey, he's never going to have to pay for whatever horrible food comes from Cleveland, Ohio,
Mm-hmm. What? Those horrible food in Cleveland?
Have you ever been to Cleveland, bro?
Yeah, I have.
It's a dark place. It's one of the few places on Earth where water has been on fire.
I love some good fire water.
What was it in 30 Rock? It's like, yeah, I'll follow you to Cleveland when they get an IKEA. Never.
So that is what I want.
See, that actually makes me happy because being from Florida, all I've ever heard is just Florida jokes. Like Jacksonville gets brought up all the time when things get insulted. So it's kind of nice
Yeah.
that there's another state out there getting dogged on and not Florida. It makes me
Dude,
happy.
according to YouTube, Cleveland, we're not Detroit. You know?
I would definitely airheads it too. When I get back, I would have a football helmet full of cottage cheese. I would naked photos of B. Arthur.
Oh man,
Like
cheese.
I like airheads. That's a good. Steve Buscemi's in that. Hey,
You know the thing about Steve Buscemi is retired firefighter, okay, but he's looked 40 for his entire life on screen. But
wait, he's a retired firefighter?
Yeah.
New York City firefighter.
Oh, that's why he's in that Judd Apatow movie with Pete Davidson, because he's in that. So he brought in a firefighter. That's cool.
City boy, man, city boy. So Buscemi, he's always bringing the heat. He's always bringing the scuzzball to everything.
Mm-hmm.
And he said that he took this role because he was trying not to be a scuzzball, and yet Rockhound is clearly a pedo, right? It's not just me.
Yeah, they rewrote it. Basically, when he was cast, they started rewriting it to make him this sleazy scuzzball. Part of the first draft of the script, he was just the smart guy, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, you cast Steve Buscemi? Right, I'm throwing all this filth in.
But he still gets to be a genius, because I'm a genius.
Double doctorate, MIT, 2.5 years.
Absolutely.
His character does give me whiplash a little bit, because in the beginning, he's like an uncle figure to Liv Tyler, who, and I gotta say, Michael Bay he put her in a warehouse, in a NASA, control room warehouse, and just tried to shoot her from every angle possible looking worried. And she nails it. Her worried acting is excellent. But I guess, all right, so his character. In the beginning, he's like an uncle, and you're like, oh, who is this guy? And then you learn he's a genius. And then you learn that he just goes crazy and starts shooting guns. Like, his character is all over the place in it.
And every woman he's with, how old are you? And it's just like, whoa, Michael.
Man, that goes back to the Transformers
as well.
Right.
Yeah.
I tell you, times have really changed, man. Times have really changed. Because that joke's not happening anymore. You know what I mean?
Mm-mm.
Like, nobody's putting that joke in. Like they did that joke maybe 4 or 5 times in that movie. How old are you? How old are you? What do you mean you helped her with the tampon? It's like, whoa! What, is this PG-13? Like, come on, man.
That is what I do kind of like about Michael Bay is I don't like, jokes like that, but his movies have some weirdness to them. You watch a Michael Bay movie, like Six Underground. Have you watched that movie with Ryan Reynolds?
I'm really worried because Ryan Reynolds is good in things, but he's not always enough to carry the material. And so I see a Michael Bay picture starring Ryan Reynolds. I was like, let me play Super Nintendo instead.
Melanie Laurent is in it. She's really good. But it's just these movies, like his movies have this kind of darkness to them. They have this really off-center sense of humor, which I guess that's Michael Bay has to inject that in there. But I think he's a silly guy, Michael Bay. I think he wants to play hard, but you watch Bad Boys and the Bubblicious Skittles scene, just the silliness in that. Bad Boys 2, they basically run over an entire mountainside of homes, like killing tons of people. Like I'm not saying that's silly. Michael Bay just, I think he cares because his movies, they all make bank. Like his only 2 movies that haven't made $100 million worldwide are Pain and Gain and 13 Hours. But his movies have a silliness that I kind of love. And it makes it hard. So this is a 38% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, which
it got panned. Like it got absolutely panned.
But what were people looking for, Niall? Like well, you watch this movie, right? And I guess I'm looking at it from an American lens. Sorry to interrupt, but you watch it and like this is what you want to watch in July in a movie theater.
That's true.
What do you think?
I think it's kind of a common phenomenon you see in Hollywood anyway, where for some reason some script is getting kicked about the place that has a theme, and all of a sudden 2 studios will jump on the same theme and be like, we're doing an asteroid picture. So you get like Deep Impact and Armageddon at the same time, Prestige Illusionists, you get like Volcano and Dante's Peak. Like, it just seems to, these movies come in twos. And, maybe there was a little bit of asteroid fatigue and maybe even Michael Bay fatigue because it's very explodey.
Yeah.
And like there was even like this kind of like back and forth between like the Deep Impact guys being like, we're much more serious about how our one works. We're sending real astronauts. Yeah.
No,
We're not just getting a bunch of drillers and sending them up there. We've got a real looking asteroid thing.
But the thing about it is, now I'm a third generation driller. I've been doing it all. I've been doing this all my life. I still haven't got it all figured out. It's a science. It's an art now.
I'll get there though. I've never not missed a deadline.
Swear to me, you've never missed a death, Mark. Swear to me.
I swear on my daughter's life. And you know what? I think you are right though, Niall, because in 96 there's Twister, 96 Independence Day, 96 Daylight, 96 White Squall, 97 Dante's Peak, 97 Volcano, 97 Titanic, 98 Deep Impact, 98 Firestorm, 98 Hard Rain, 98 Armageddon. Disaster fatigue is real. At least maybe for critics.
Here's the thing about those movies, okay? Volcano has a volcano popping up, blowing up Los Angeles, right? Coming out of the La Brea tar pits. Weird. But okay, it's Tommy Lee Jones. Come on, man, we got to do that. That was awesome.
Wait, I need 10 minutes of that. Come on. Please give me more.
Right? But the thing that slaps you in the, I'm going to tell you exactly why. 38% rating. This movie, it starts off, everything's blowing up for the first 11 minutes. It's totally deadly serious, okay? And then the idea is, no, we're going to train the drillers to be astronauts instead of training the astronauts to be drillers. This slaps everyone in the face. I think it is universal. There is nobody who doesn't just, and there are a lot of stupid movies that people like, man, okay? Even like Howard the Duck does not strain credulity the way that this does. Why not train the astronauts to drill? Because honestly, that asteroid doesn't blow up to launch Max into space. They don't make 800 feet, man. All of the third generation drill, they couldn't do shit, man. they failed. They blew up all the transmissions, okay? And then for all the talk of AJ, there's no hot dogging up there. These guys don't have time for that. You can't do it. AJ hot dogs it.
Yep.
Okay,
I feel it. I gotta push it.
I'm pushing through.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that arc, that could have been an arc. No, it's not an arc actually. So this movie slaps you in the face with its stupidity, but a lot of things blow up. So it is awesome.
Yeah.
This is the problem.
I love when they point over at the guys who have been practicing the drilling for 8 months, and they're all standing in a row with their arms crossed. That's my...
I'm a badass astronaut driller. I've been doing this for 8 months. You're not your generation.
Yeah, even though they had that piss poor drill to use, not a bad drill, a piss poor drill.
Imagine that. I want to do this one day where I'm talking to somebody. I'm like, I've been training these guys for 8 months, and I just point behind me, and there's like 15 people with their arms crossed, just staring at the person I've been talking to for 10 minutes.
Totally.
In this movie too, it's quite silly because this asteroid is coming towards Earth. It's going to be a global event, but Bruce Willis has to go argue with Ben Affleck in an oil field. Like, just call him up. Listen, man, AJ, get over here, right? Actually, there's two Deacon Frost and AJ Frost in '98. Right? I digress. But yeah, you have you're going and just. I understand that they spread, but for Bruce Willis to fly to go grab Affleck and then bring him back while an asteroid is coming to Earth, it's just all so silly. And Michael Bay knows it. That's what I like about Michael Bay. Sometimes you watch a movie that is just you watch it and it's trying to be silly or serious, but it just comes across super silly. Like, Michael Bay knows that an asteroid's coming to Earth, and Bruce Willis has to argue with AJ in an oil field. Like, it's wasting so much time.
So much time. It literally every second counts.
And then,
however, in this case, it does not, because you've only got a specific launch window where they can get the trajectory. That's like the one thing they did get right. It's
that's true.
You would need to come at it from behind.
Yeah,
they at least had a plausible launch window.
Right.
That makes
fair.
Sense. Oh man,
that is fair.
Dang it, Niall! You just brought a lot of logic to Michael Bay movies.
No. He's 100% right.
No, I love it.
But this is why, the movie grabs you, because there are a couple of things that, okay, sure. But then it always comes back to, why not just train the astronauts to drill? It's an inescapable thing, okay? And then here's my question, right? The guy, Chick, who's basically like his second in command, that guy's awesome. He's in a lot of things.
Oh, Will Patton?
Chick? Yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Will Patton's a great Michael Bay. Like, he's meant for these movies, Will Patton. Him, like William Fichtner. Like,
Right.
those guys are Michael Bay favorites right there.
They're like the Michael Rookers of the James Gunn camp type of thing.
Yeah. Because
My question is, go ahead.
No, you got it.
I was gonna say, what did Chick do, man, to make April O'Neil hate him? Because April O'Neil hates him, bro. Tells the son that's a salesman.
Yeah.
I don't have
She warms up pretty quickly when she realizes he's an astronaut. So
Well, I mean, by the way, he's gonna save the Earth. Well, that's different. I mean, I don't have any kids, but my parents are divorced, and my mother would not tell me to not talk to my father.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, he's definitely chosen the job over her and the child, because he's been in the South China Sea for
They're in the
years.
South China Sea.
Yeah.
I think it was like the gambling, maybe.
He's never home.
Might be the gambling.
Oh, he gambles? Oh, yeah, he
It
does.
wasn't his request, like
Yeah.
a week at Caesars or something ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he has a
It's a-
gambling addiction, and
it's
he's
a
just working all the time.
2.5 hour movie. They kind of for what is, you give them credit, quote unquote character development is mashing a stereotype onto everybody, right? Except for Chick. Chick, he seems like a cool guy, but he's like, yes, finally, when he rolls the crap. And then he goes to see April O'Neil, and she's like, don't talk to him. That man, he's a leper. Get away from him. That was just so mean. It really hurt my feelings.
And he comes across as the nicest dude ever. It's like Tom Hanks and Larry Crown, where he's the nicest man on the planet, but he's divorced. Like, you're like, wait, what happened? How did this happen?
Like him and AJ are the only two who probably don't have a criminal record, because they were establishing that basically everyone was at least a misdemeanor.
Yeah, they said 2 of them had done like proper time, I think.
Yeah.
They said like when they were doing the rundown, it's like one of them was an enforcer for the mob, I think.
Yeah. and
Which one do we think was it? Who do we think was actually the enforcer?
Max, right?
Do you think?
Max
I
seems
think it's gotta be.
Max
Max.
seems like a mob enforcer.
Max definitely seemed like a mob enforcer. Yeah.
When they said that, I just kind of went, Max.
And then his mother, you see, and the thing is, the reason why he's a mob enforcer, because he lives with his mom, right? So his mom would be the type to, police, open up. He's not here. Why don't you go talk to some friggin' other guy, you friggin' bastard? That type of thing.
Ma!
Yeah.
Meatloaf!
Ma, more donuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's getting a tattoo for his mother, so his mother holds him down during the criminal enterprise.
And
Absolutely.
I do love Michael Clark Duncan in this movie. There's a story that Michael Bay told. They found him in a gym, and they were like, "Oh crap! Hey, you want to come be in Armageddon?" And he started crying. And so, because I love Michael Clark Duncan, so he shows up on set and he just got really nervous because he just didn't know what he was doing. And I think Michael Bay was like, "Hey man, like you're sucking it up. Like you gotta, like I don't know what you're doing. Like you had all this charisma in the gym, and now you're here, like being terrible." And then eventually he figured it out, and then he had a pretty big role. They kept him around for a while. So I thought it was pretty funny though. They found him in a gym. His performance wasn't that great at first, and then he shows up. But
at least survived the movie. Yeah, which
exactly.
Is an achievement.
He did.
And Michael Bay loves him. He put him in The Island too. So and also I love Michael Clark Duncan. I got to do this, but there's a movie called Slammin' Salmon that was made by the Broken Lizard crew who did Super Troopers and Club Dread. But in Florida, there was this football player opened up his own restaurant, and it was named after him. So Slammin' Salmon was named after Michael Clark Duncan. And Michael Clark Duncan in the movie is just hilarious. But he calls maraschino cherries Marciano cherries, like Rocky Marciano. And then he gets corrected, and he goes, "Whatever, motherfucker." Like he just... And then he like punches people in their guts, and he's just he's hilarious. But if you ever want to see a very funny Michael Clark Duncan... People must, because shortly after this, he worked with Bruce Willis again, in Whole Nine Yards. So people must have loved having that dude on set.
He's a good yo.
Well,
Strike
he was
is
with
a good
Affleck in Daredevil as well, wasn't he?
Oh
Yeah,
wow,
yeah. He played the Kingpin, and he was solid. He was he was one of the best parts of that movie. He was good. Farrell was good.
yeah. Oh man, I love Bullseye
Yeah,
because that's
nailed
one of the
that,
most
man.
unhinged performances I've ever seen. He kills an old lady with a peanut. Like this is what it's kind of a brutal role.
And he is insane like that in the comic books, man. The panel where he stabs Elektra is brutal in the
Whoa.
comics. The side comes out of her back, but it doesn't go through the fabric. So it just kind of looks like it's
Oh.
gross. There's no blood, but it's unbelievably violent, man.
Wake me up,
Yeah.
save me. Remember her training montage where she fills up bags of sand on a pulley system?
That's the part I didn't like in that movie.
You know, I did the math on that, and I figured out the rig that she would have had to have done on the ceiling and the amount of sand that she would have had. She set it on a timer and knew exactly where they were going to be. And that's a wood floor she's throwing that stuff on. That's a lot of cleanup.
That was the part that I couldn't get down with those two, but I believe you.
All right, so how about this? Let's take a quick break, and then when we come back, we will talk more Armageddon. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Movies, Films, and Flicks. And have you two researched the Aerosmith song?
Yeah.
Like, So it was based on Barbra Streisand. So let's see.
Diane Warren.
Diane Warren. She heard Barbra Streisand saying like, "I don't want to close my eyes because I'll miss you" when Brolin and Barbra Streisand, and then she writes it, and then she brought in Aerosmith to sing it, and she said it was just magic. But this album in the States, it went 4 times platinum. It sold 4 million albums. This song was everywhere, Norbert. I mean, everywhere. In '98, this song was everywhere. Gigantic.
I believe you. This was as I sent you the YouTube video before. This was my karaoke staple at the Waikiki Lounge in New York back in the day. Don't want to close my eyes. Don't want to miss a thing. But kind of like how I was mad at Joss Whedon for a long time for ruining the Alien series with Alien Resurrection. I got mad at Diane Warren for putting lyrics in a Star Trek TV show for Enterprise. Faith of the Heart. It's just bad because it's just treacle.
Is so bad. That is so bad.
I got faith of the heart. Makes my skin crawl. It's treacle.
But this song though, right? I mean, you have Steven Tyler just belting this song. I mean, it's like in '98 a power love ballad like this was not. It was quite rare in '98. I mean, in '98 at this time we had what, like Limp Bizkit, Backstreet Boy, like that. Like who was big in '98? Like we didn't have big pop power ballads.
No, like that was Aerosmith's first straight to #1 song as well. It's the first time they'd gone straight in top of the charts.
Wow. And I think it's just such a, I don't know, I guess when you tie a song to a movie, I mean, this song, you know why this song came along? It's because of Titanic. Like, so, also the AJ...
I heard it was because of Godzilla.
So, I have oh gosh, that was a huge soundtrack too. Like, I would love to do an entire...
That's why they have a soundtrack. It basically is because Godzilla had a soundtrack and the album did ridiculously well. So they were just like, we need to make a soundtrack. Right, we need more songs. Let's just throw more Aerosmith at it.
You know what? You are right. Bay explained to the producer that he heard Godzilla was going to have a full soundtrack and Armageddon didn't. So then, oh wow, yeah. So then he went out and did it. I was wrong. I thought it was because of Titanic.
Yeah, but then
Titanic's the reason for the love story.
Yeah.
Yes.
Titanic, and then Billy Bob Thornton got cut out.
Cutting out Billy Bob. Titanic's the reason for the love story. But then you have the soundtracks, right? So which is the worst song? I Don't Want to Miss a Thing or Puff Daddy featuring Jimmy Page, Come With Me?
See, I love that riff so much. Like, that sample from Cashmere is just awesome.
And he performed it live on SNL, I remember.
He performed it live in a lot of places.
Yeah.
It was disturbing after a while.
And Jacob Dylan's cover of Heroes was very flat. I remember I bought that album. I want to spend an entire episode just talking about the promotion for Godzilla because that was...
We can do that.
Like the Taco Bell Norbert. Remember
Dude,
the guy fishing? Like that was like one of the first teaser
Did you
trailers.
see, even in Armageddon, like, was it a less than subtle nod where the dog attacking the Godzilla like
Yeah.
little toys in the beginning?
$1,000 a day they spent
Yeah.
training that dog to attack Godzilla.
Who the hell? I heard it was like the dog was already specifically trained for this, and this was just hiring. It's like, who the hell decides? Right, this is how I'm going to make my money. I'm going to train my dog to only attack Godzilla puppets. This is a valid career path. Like,
It is extremely niche, extremely niche.
And it's so petty, and I adore it. And
Yeah.
I guess to answer the question about the songs, listen, I guess I would have to go with, if I had to listen to them, if I had to go to a desert island and pick one of those songs, I'd have to take Puff Daddy, because I don't want to be like, I don't want to miss a thing while alone on an island. So I would take that. It's a good running song as well. So I'll be running from things on this island.
Right. That's right. I want to fight you. I'm going to bite you.
Yeah, I'll bite you.
Yeah, that's in the background.
No
That's
surprise.
awesome.
Close your eyes. Wait, apocalypse. Doesn't he say that?
Probably.
You're bringing it back. Like, I just had a flash in my brain of that song. Just, it all came back to me. I went full Limitless there, and I got a whole flash.
Let's just Skype tomorrow, put that on, and just lift weights and stare intently to the ground. That's all. Yeah, you feel it? You feel it?
Hey, Mark, what'd you do today? I stared in Norbert's eyes for 2 hours and lifted weights while listening to the Godzilla soundtrack.
Come with me.
I thought you did something weird, Mark. That's normal. Oh, man. But listen, Liv Tyler and Ben Affleck are good together. It grounds it a little bit. It's kind of neat having the whole, like, dad, get many like dad-daughter stories. Like, those are very few in movies. Like, there's just not, it's always like a son and dad. Like, you have a crappy dad and like his son, like, dad issues. But this one's, I don't know, I kind of like their relationship together. And she's kind of like the adult. She calls him Harry, but she's still young enough to like call him that.
And she takes no shit from Bruce Willis, man.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was her first movie, was it not?
it was.
Yeah.
She was like 21, I think, when it came out.
I think she did Empire Records before this, though, right? Because that was that was 95.
This is a time when, even though Bruce Willis came off a bunch of flops, he still, people consider him a really good actor, and she's just toe to toe with him.
Mm-hmm.
She's really good.
He had to do this like as part of a 3-picture deal that he made with Touchstone.
The kid
this was the one, and the other 2 movies he made were The Sixth Sense and Unbreakable. So we got some pretty good movies out of it, to be honest.
He bounced back. Yeah, that's right. This was the start of the comeback of Bruce, man.
He had a legit run there, too, if you think about it, because he was getting off like The Jackal and all those movies, but then he goes Armageddon, and then he does Sixth Sense, and then he had Whole Nine Yards, which was a sleeper hit. I mean, the Whole Nine Yards was a pretty big hit right
Solid
there.
pick. Solid
So,
pick.
like, he had a good run for a little while there.
But Liv Tyler gets busy, for what it's worth. Liv Tyler, Incredible Hulk, Edward Norton version, solid Betty Banner.
Yeah.
Solid Betty.
I watched that not that long ago, and her performance definitely holds up.
Yeah, she's a solid Betty,
I think they're trying to write her, like, I guess she could never really come back for the Hulk movie.
Why not?
I saw that in Korea when I was living out there.
08, baby.
That's right. Oh, wait.
Yeah. I think I might have watched that with you, Norbert. We went to like a lot of movies in those days.
I miss you now.
Yeah, for anybody listening, we all lived in Cheongju I was there from 08 to 09, and we were Road King people, and then Niall got me on a soccer team that I played. And then the other day I found pictures from a mud festival with the 3 of us in it, and I sent them to you guys. And then you made fun of me for actually having photos still.
I'm sorry, man. There were a lot of adult situations, man, and mature themes, So when these pictures come up, I got to protect the potential political career, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you're screwed. Never go for anything big, Norbert. Like, I will burn you.
There's a lot
all over the world on you.
Yeah, man.
I'm kind of worried. I was in a terrible cover band, Norbert, and some guy goes, Mark, if you ever make it, I'm going to share this live recording with the world. And I'm kind of worried because I don't want people hearing my horrible singing voice.
I'm in a ton of cover bands, so.
But no, I mean, I think she's good though, Liv Tyler. She's good as the daughter in a office, just looking bummed out. Like Michael Bay loves having that. Remember in The Rock, you have Vanessa
Claire Forlani.
Yeah, like like Claire Forlani's looking bummed out. Vanessa is in the office looking bummed out. He loves having people looking at computer screens being bummed out in his movies, Michael Bay. But
same president too in The Rock.
What?
Yes, it was.
And then they have, and then like I don't know,
that
they
mean
just
it's
shot
in the
her.
same universe.
Same universe. That's right. It's the Bay universe. Yeah.
It's gotta be.
It's the same president.
Really?
The same president. Yeah. The same president for The Rock is the president in Armageddon. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's bizarre.
That guy deals with a lot.
It's a lot of shit. You know. Welcome to The Rock.
We covered that on the. What do you think about the car chase in The Rock, Norbert?
Well, again, you have that weird Michael Bay, too many cuts. I'm not sure exactly what's going on. Also, everyone driving the car, really too much steering wheel. Those people should have all died because there's no way their cars would be going straight ever. They're just pulling way too hard on the steering wheel left and right, bro. And the camera, while they're pulling way too hard left and right, the camera's zooming in and out and going left and right. You're going to have a seizure watching The
That's why I love Barb and Star Go to Vista Del Mar. There's a scene where this kid is driving a submarine and he's just like the steering wheel is just flying all over the place. And then they ADR'd a line later on. She's like, and make sure to steer like a maniac because like that's the only way to keep it straight. Like they had to add that line in later on to do that. And it makes me so happy. But like this movie though, I mean, they added in the love story. A lot of people make fun of the animal cracker scene.
Came from a different movie apparently.
Oh, really?
So it was cut from like an earlier movie. Like Affleck says it in his like commentary track as well.
Kramer versus Kramer.
I can't remember which film it was, but it was basically he's like, yeah, whatever writer, like it had like 6 writers or 8 writers or something ridiculous. Like one of them was Abrams.
Yes.
Basically,
J.J. Abrams.
Some like writer had the scene cut from a previous film and he wanted to like get it in, so it kind of got shoehorned in here at the last minute. It's like, let's have this animal crackers bit from like this other movie.
Oh man, I guess, is it a cracker or a cookie?
Animal crackers are crackers because they're called crackers, even though they taste like cookies.
Would that make it Jaffa cake? It's kind of similar to the Jaffa cake argument we have over here.
Uh-oh.
It's a cake because it's called a cake, even though it's more tastes more like a biscuit or a cookie.
It's the 21st century, brother. We are what we identify as. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
See, I always thought it was a cookie. But another thing I want to bring up, there's an oral history of Michael Bay, which if you type in oral history of Michael Bay, you should really read it because people just, they talk about Michael Bay very interestingly, and I love it. But Billy Bob Thornton, he said something kind of good about Armageddon. He's like, you know what sets Armageddon apart from a lot of those big splashy movies? It's actually pretty good. He's like, I mean, people love the movie. It's kind of an American favorite. One of my lines is, I don't know if you call it iconic, but when I'm talking to the president, he says, how big are we talking here? And I say, it's the size of Texas, Mr. President. But yeah, that's what's good about Armageddon, right? You're right, Norbert. It's wildly silly. But I think it's still good. I mean, there's just awesome. And I also love how everything that can go wrong does go wrong. You have the space station blowing up. And then you have a ship crashing. And then you have them going 27 miles away from where they're actually going. It's one of those. And then you have Bruce Willis almost like barely being able to blow up the asteroid before it hits 0% because he gets blown up in the air. Yeah. It's one of those movies that just it does a good job of ratcheting up the tension. And the weakest part for me, though, is I was watching this again. I don't know how you two felt about this, but the whole bit with the nuclear warhead, with William Fichtner, with Billy Bob Thornton, with Keith David, with the military people, with the arguments aboard the ship. I didn't blow it up. Oh, don't blow it up. I feel like it didn't take that long because it's a Michael Bay film, but it felt like it dragged on for about 20 minutes too long. Do you all like that part? I think
this movie is long. Like I watched it. Yeah. Just before, this morning I watched it again just as a refresher. I'm like at my freshest coming into this, and it's 2 hours 30 minutes long. Like this is a long movie. There's a lot of stuff that could have been cut out to make it tighter, and that I guess they wanted to give the tension between, show the tension between like the straight-laced, all-American military types and like the roughneck guys who are going to do good.
Mm-hmm. And it felt too long, didn't it, Niall, though? Like, it's just...
It was.
Yeah. I think once it had been like shut off, I think they should have just been like, okay, right, we've shut it off. We should have just had a button. Yeah. Real bombs don't have wires to cut or things like that. They have, a key basically that you turn. It's like on, off. Okay.
It's microchips. It's a circuit board. That's it. Yeah. And they had and they rehashed that argument several times throughout the movie that, if you blow up the bomb on top, it's not going to work.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, but I think it will. I'm Keith David, and I want to throw nukes at the problem.
It's like the man said, I don't think you should take advice from a man who got a C- in astrophysics.
Oh, I love that line. Jason Isaacs.
Beautifully snarky.
He wanted to be on that movie longer, but he had another project that he couldn't get off, so he had to miss a lot of the making of it. But I liked him in that movie.
Well, and also we needed more Ben Affleck playing with animal crackers on Liv Tyler's stomach,
the original
that,
space
really aided the narrative.
It really aided the narrative.
This could be a tight two. I think you're right. I think this is what keeps Armageddon. I mean, listen, I guess sometimes I don't really mind long movies because, it's just if it's awesome, it's more awesomeness. But yeah, it could be tighter, and I think it keeps it from being. Like, is this, okay, you have a tier 1 summer blockbuster, and I would say Jurassic Park, Independence Day. Is Armageddon tier 1? Or is it tier 2, would you say? Like, where does this belong in the I know you don't have it all in front of you.
In terms of quality, you can't put it up there with the likes of Jurassic Park, or like something like Back to the Future or something. Like, those are practically perfect movies.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I watched Jurassic Park about a week or two ago, and it's so good it made me watch the entire series. I was literally watching Jurassic Park all day.
Ooh. What do you think about the third one?
The latest series of the movies that made us on Netflix. And one of the episodes is Jurassic Park, and that just made me want to watch Jurassic Park. Because I was like, oh yeah, this is how they did the visual effects in this thing. It's amazing.
It's that good.
I totally want. And the T-Rex still looks more real in Jurassic Park 1 from like 1993 than it does in like Jurassic World.
Really?
That's because of one guy. It was the dude who worked on The Abyss and
Tippett?
T2 and Jurassic Park. No, the other guy,
James
the
Cameron?
computer animator.
Oh yeah, I forgot his name.
Yeah, it's like Steve
ILM,
Williams,
right?
His name was. Yeah, so this ILM dude worked on those 3 projects and has done basically nothing since.
And it's okay.
He was the guy who went behind like Phil Tippett's back and basically animated a T-Rex and then showed it to Spielberg, being like, "Look at what I can do." Gimme.
And the narrative still holds up, there are little holes, whatever, why didn't the little boy just bring over the shotgun when the raptor was trying to push the door? Whatever, okay? Whatever. I'm with it.
Yeah,
that's a good little boy. His mother told him, "Don't touch guns," so he didn't touch gun.
Don't touch guns. That's right.
I feel like I've totally flipped here, because earlier I'm like, what's a better summer blockbuster than Armageddon? But I think after thinking about it a little bit more, it's definitely like solid tier 2 silly. Like, it's a tier 2 blockbuster.
It's a dumb movie, man, and you just put it on. It is the definition of turn your brain off.
Mm-hmm.
And you will actually enjoy it more if you turn your brain off, because if you start thinking about it, then you'll just give yourself a headache.
Yeah. Wait. What? They're in what? They're in space? What?
Dude, you get a solid 15 minutes before the movie. What? No. Really? But you do get that first 15. And then again, the first 11, you get a couple of dozen, if not a couple of hundred explosions. Every time I see Grand Central Station blow up, I'm like, shit, I used to work like a couple blocks from there, They put 2 holes in the World Trade Center, It's still standing.
Disasters have such an uncanny knack for hitting landmarks. It's
very specific. Very specific. Chrysler Building gets cut in half. People are falling out of it, okay?
Yeah.
Very specific details he puts. So he made sure to get the Chrysler Building, the World Trade Center, and Grand Central Station. And then by the time you get to Paris, that's just a nuke. Paris is
Yep.
gone.
Paris has been lit up a bunch. The Shard has been destroyed countless times in movies. Jeez Louise.
It's a good building to destroy. I can actually see it looking out the window here. The Shard.
Nice, brother, nice.
It's come a long way since our days in Korea.
We're men on the move.
Yeah, one thing I want to do with you two real quick. I'm going to put this up on Movies, Films, and Flicks. I'm going to do a quick draft, and I want you two to draft disaster movies. So, it doesn't matter okay, let's see. Niall, say one or two.
One.
All right, Norbert, you get first pick. So you'll draft 5 movies, Norbert, then Niall, then that order.
Okay.
Disaster movie draft, and this will go up on Movies, Films, and Flicks where you can vote for it.
Okay. Going off the top of the dome, I'm going Apollo 13. That's a disaster.
Ooh,
that's
a good movie.
That's got to be a disaster movie, bro. They almost die in space.
Bill
Houston
Paxton.
have a problem. Also, yes, rest in peace, the god Bill Paxton. Wonderful man.
What do you got now?
Yeah, I gotta go for probably my favorite guilty pleasure movie, which is Independence Day. Like, I just love all of those ships blowing stuff up.
Oh man, that's a
You
great
can't go
scene.
wrong. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. Yeah.
All right, Norbert.
Okay. Oh man, I just had it and it just left my brain. Independence Day, you said, and I said
Apollo 13.
I said Apollo 13. Okay. Oh my God, it was just the boat. Poseidon. Poseidon.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
The Poseidon Adventure.
Poseidon Adventure.
With Gene Hackman, or the new version with.
This is the thing, yo. That Gene Hackman movie is awesome, man.
Kurt Russell dying. I hate that.
The original is awesome. Okay, it's really dark too, but the remake is fine. What do you think?
Good old Josh Lucas.
What do you think, boss? Which one?
Oh, original.
Okay.
I can never pick a movie where Kurt Russell dies.
By the way, you just reminded me, I just watched Tombstone the other day. No. Blah, blah, no. Blah, blah. Yeah, he refuses.
That's what I say when a lot of people are shooting at me from across a river.
And then you just step out in the line of fire. No.
Imagine if one of the henchmen shot him and then just went, yes.
Yeah.
I'd retire if I was that henchman. Hey, man, are you the guy that shot Wyatt Earp and then said yes when he was saying no? Yeah. I'm going to buy you a beer. Like,
yes. What do you got, Niall? What do you got?
I'm going to counter the Paxton magic with Twister.
Yes.
That's technically a disaster. Tornado is technically a disaster. Absolutely.
Well, in 96, I remember watching that movie, and I think that was the first time, I was 14, that I ever started thinking about sound in cinema. Like I remember just sitting in this crazy theater that was new and just hearing the screeching of the tornadoes, and it made me really want steak too, Twister. I just gotta say.
That is extremely odd.
Food. Sustenance. Remember that Philip Seymour Hoffman scene?
Very specific.
You know what I'm saying? It's extremely odd, Niall. That's extremely odd.
That's how I roll. Sustenance. Food. What a great scene.
Jesus Christ, who are you, man?
You guys don't love that dinner scene where they're slapping meat down on their plates and they're like, oh, I gotta have that. And like Philip Seymour Hoffman's going, food, feed us.
I've seen Twister maybe twice.
Oh, that's Niall. You don't remember that scene?
No.
Oh.
That CGI is distractingly bad now. If you watch it,
that flying cow is just like, it does not hold up.
It takes you right out of the movie.
And poor Jamie Gertz too. She gets the real raw end of the deal there.
Pays a price, unfortunately.
Yeah. All right, Norbert, you're up.
Disaster. Okay, the next disaster. I said Poseidon original. Yep. And
I thought you said the boat at first. I'm like, is that a movie?
I did. Okay. And because we mentioned it earlier, I'm going Volcano, Tommy Lee Jones. Now, what we need to do right here is lay a couple of K-Rans over there, and then we do it over there. We're going to put a catty corner up and down a wheelchair, and then it's going to come, okay? And I need 5 men to do it right now.
Oh, man, I just want an episode of that. I want that to be my voicemail.
You gotta let her. I just gave this woman my daughter. I don't know where she is right now. Can you help me find my daughter, please?
Well, I'm going to go with 00 Volcanologist then, and Dante's Peak.
Dante's Peak.
I love that movie, dude. I love that movie. the grandmother just burns to death from acid.
She like pushes them across this like acid lake. It's crazy.
Dark as shit. Yeah.
All right.
Sacrifice for the children, man.
You got it, Norbert. What's your fourth pick? You have Apollo 13, Poseidon Adventure, and Volcano.
Okay, cool. Okay. Then I am going with. I might take it way back because this isn't win or lose. This is how you play the game, man. So I'm going Airport 79, man.
Airport 79.
That's how far. Because that used to come on Channel 11 all the time, yo. You got George Scott. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The dude from the gun. He was just always the pilot, and they were just blowing it up, and he would land that plane every time, man.
Airport, I love it. All right, Niall, who's your fourth? What's your fourth?
I'm gonna, you just need to look at the filmography of Roland Emmerich, and you can probably populate a just from that.
Pretty much.
I've got a soft spot for the day after tomorrow. I like that one.
It loses me once the wolves come out, man, because it's like, okay, I guess
that whole sequence didn't really need to exist, but they needed some obstacle to them just getting the insulin or whatever they were after, or the antibiotics. Was it penicillin they were after?
Yeah. And here's the thing: it's a science fiction movie about the planet freezing, the northern hemisphere freezing. Let's get some more of that science in there. How about they might be in the New York Library, but it's cold, man, and they're running out of books. Make them get out of that thing. I'm sorry. I
gotta save my kid.
I'm mad at that. Something, right? My family, Or they could have had Tommy Lee Jones. Now this is what we're going to do. We're going to make sure that the lines in the library, they're going to be over there. They're going to stand over there. Okay, now what we're going to do is look over there. We're going to bring that building down on top of this thing right here. We only got 5 minutes, people. Where's my daughter? Kelly Rourke. I love that movie. That movie's nightmare.
We gotta do a volcano episode now.
Hey,
Oh,
final disaster. Final disaster. Jeez.
And speaking of Day After Tomorrow with the wolves, it reminds me of the Con Air with the. I always forget that there's a motorcycle chase with John Cusack and Nicolas Cage on police motorcycles chasing down a fire truck. I mean, it ends with the great Cyrus the Virus death, but whenever I think of Con Air, I always forget that there is a fire truck chase at the end. Because it just, I don't know why. Why is there a fire truck chase? Sorry.
I don't know. I've watched a ton of disaster movies in my life, and now for the life of me, I can't think of the final one. Niall, you go. You go real quick. I'm gonna figure this.
I'm gonna go with Perfect Storm.
Ooh.
It's very, very kind of narrow disaster, limited to one boat, but
you're strong on the Jan de Bont movies here. I like it. That was a huge film. I was in the theater when that came out, and there was tons of people watching that. Good cast. Clooney, Wahlberg, Riley.
Okay. How about Body Snatchers 1978? Is that a disaster? Kind of the world is taking over.
Yeah, but there's no meteor coming while the bodies are being snatched.
Okay.
Like if a volcano went off during the body snatching.
All right, I'm gonna solve this quick.
Norbert's struggling here.
Yeah, I am. You caught me in a weird spot. Okay, boom. Here it is. List of disaster films.
And not movies that were disasters because they missed at the box office.
Hey, the Tomorrow War, is that a disaster?
I watched that the other week. That's pretty
I love that movie.
I enjoyed that movie.
I love that movie.
I enjoyed the movie.
I don't.
Give me criterions, man. It has to be a natural disaster.
Well, yeah, or they're on a boat and it breaks down and that kind of stuff.
You know what? Deep Impact.
There it is. Deep Impact.
Yeah.
That's that wave coming towards Taya Leone. That moment hits.
And you know why? Because I really wanted to see her get smashed by that wave. I don't like her in anything.
You're not a Taya Leone
I don't know. I don't know. You know what I think it was? I think it was Jurassic Park 3.
Oh yeah.
Shrieking.
Alan.
She was in some movie with Nicolas Cage in the 90s as well that I didn't like her in, I think. I can't remember what it was though.
And she was in Bad Boys. And She seems like a nice person. She can certainly read her lines, but she's never memorable in anything, you know? And so when she finally gets murdered by the tallest tidal wave in the history of man, I finally like, okay, that's where I remember Tia Leone from.
I got one random thing for y'all. I just want to let you know. You know how Michael Bay got his start, right?
Porn?
Yeah.
No, George Lucas. He did storyboards for George Lucas
Oh, that's awesome.
on like Return of the Jedi, and then he went to Propaganda Films, where David Fincher, Antoine Fuqua, Spike Jonze, Simon West, Dominic Sena, Alex Proyas, and Zack Snyder worked there.
Oh my God.
And he directed the I Would Do Anything for Love, but I Won't Do That video by Meatloaf.
Yeah, he did a ton of music videos, didn't he?
And I think
So some of the props actually used in Armageddon were from an Aerosmith movie. Like when they were rounding up the guys, like they're outside a bar and it's got like a prop from an Aerosmith music video that they just had lying around.
because he directed Love Is Hard on the Knees.
Yeah.
That music video.
Oh, wow. Wait, that's not a real song.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
He directed that. And also, he
Whoa.
also, in the most Michael Bay move ever, he directed a Victoria's Secret commercial that featured a Linkin Park song. Like that's very,
Sure.
that's very
Why not?
Michael Bay.
I'm
But I also
telling
love
you, that
sorry,
man's name is his middle name is Chad. Absolutely, Michael Chad Bay. Totally. He made sure to put his cameo in Armageddon, where you get to see the glorious flowing hair.
Oh yeah,
got-
where he's the dude who's got it's like handing the photos of it to like
Yeah.
the scientist.
Yeah, he's super science guy, and then suddenly he pops up in Mystery Men, same haircut, okay, except this time he's a fraternity bra in an evil gang. I'm telling you, the guy's name is Chad, bro. He has 3 dogs, no children, no wife, and just a pile of money. And I'm sure that he takes a fish and squeezes the eggs out to make his caviar. He's that guy. I swear to you, he's a supervillain in real life.
And then last thing, Bruce Willis wanted to die in this movie, so he told the producers he would do the film, but he had to die at the end, and that's why so that was Bruce Willis's idea to get killed.
And
it works.
Yeah,
it redeems the movie, to be honest with you, because that one shot where Grace, oh no, and she puts her hand up on the screens, that is sad, bro.
mm-hmm.
Sad.
I want to shake the hand of the daughter of the bravest man who ever lived.
And Niall, do you know that there is a director's cut of this movie that is 146 minutes long?
I did not know that, but I'm gonna search it down.
Apparently, it's got Lawrence Tierney as Bruce Willis's dad. Can you imagine them just being all gravelly to each other? What do you want?
No, I can be more gravelly than you. No, I'm being more gravelly.
Out gravel each other.
You're only a second generation driller. I'm third generation.
Well, you son of a bitch, why don't you give me some scotch? You know? And then Tommy Lee Jones come in. What we got to do right now? We got to drill on the corner over there. Okay, everyone says there's oil down there. Now we're going to drill as possible as hard as we can. And where's Kelly Rourke? Where's my daughter? Kelly Rourke. My daughter down there in the hole. I gave my daughter to some woman. I don't know where she is. She gave me a business card. Please go find my daughter. I'm sorry.
Is there a scene in that movie where a guy's walking through the lava and slowly like sinking into it because he's carrying somebody?
Yes. I watched a video on the internet today of a rock falling into
Does he
lava.
like throw people through
Yes.
the last like yeah.
His folks. Yes. I don't want to close my. I don't want to miss a thing.
I need to watch Daylight again too. That movie has a cast.
Oh man.
Is that the Stallone one where he's like stuck in the port tunnel and
The tunnel, the Lincoln Tunnel.
But like
Yeah.
Viggo Mortensen's in it, Danielle Harris, like it's a stacked, and Rob Cohen, the guy who directed Fast and Furious, did it.
You know what's something you would really appreciate, Hoffmeyer? So they land the Freedom, right?
Mhm.
The Stamper's blown up the asteroid. The world is saved. They land the plane. They get off the plane. They're walking down the runway. There are, and I counted because of you, there are over 50 people walking on that runway. 3 helicopters, a fire truck, 2 ambulances. Nothing is wrong with them. Why are all of these people? Where did they come? What were they going to do?
Michael Bay just loves stuff. I need a fire truck. Why? I don't give a shit. Get it here. Like that's what Michael Bay says.
Like they're out of it didn't crash somehow, you know. It lands on the asteroid with sled skis, and it lands
Yes, it does.
on Earth with whistles. Okay,
Like
just
the flight dynamics of those things just make zero sense. Like, wings and aerodynamics don't mean shit in space.
Nothing.
You've got nothing to, you need thrusters and things like that to maneuver. You're not going to be able to, I'll just tilt like this. I'm going to fly in this like nice tight arc around this bit of rock and like do all this. It's like, no, that doesn't work.
Dude, they had those planes moving like Airwolf, brother. It was crazy. Okay, freedom and independence. Honestly, they would have fit in the sky battles in Independence Day. All right,
Yeah.
they were that good in space. But to their credit, they did have the little jets of air pushing out every time they made the little turns. You could see that.
So there's enough there. That's what I'm saying. That's what Michael Bay does. There's enough there for you to be like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
sure, like that
Or it's
works.
like he's at least thought about it and given a cursory nod to, okay, this is sort of what happens.
What if he does it on purpose or begrudgingly? Like, Michael, can we just have jets? Oh, fine, whatever. I do love that he told Affleck to like shut the F up when Affleck was.
He did.
Affleck was like,
Yeah, it's like asked, the burning question is why the hell are we training drillers?
Even the actors, you see what I mean? Like, Jesus Christ, dude. The question slaps you in the face so hard, bro. But then, you know what? They secretly put the answer in there. Because after you come to find out that actually somebody's been shooting up ketamine and whatnot, Bob Thornton just says straight up, can they physically survive the trip? That's it. That's it. He doesn't care if they're insane or not. And that is the answer to the question, why send drillers up? Because they don't need to be astronauts. They just need to be able to put an 800-foot hole and never miss a depth. Because I'm third generation.
I'm the best.
And I'm only the best because I surround myself with the best. I don't trust anybody else to do it.
Well, yeah,
That's a
to be
really
fair,
good
you
impersonation.
should have sent Liv Tyler. She's fourth generation.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine? She's been around roughnecks her whole life. Why do you think I would fall in love with one? You know?
I'm
You know
a
what, Norbert, though?
fourth-generation digger.
You, Norbert, I think you have the best Tommy Lee Jones impersonation in Jeongju, so you're the best.
I've never had a Tommy Lee Jones impersonation until tonight, and I'm completely sober. I'm alarmed. This is what quote unquote quarantine has done to my mind. I'm just doing things, man.
I'm sorry.
Just before you go, I submit that actually AJ should let him marry the daughter. He shouldn't have gave him such a hard time. AJ's what, like I said, it was only AJ and Chick. Those are the guys who probably have no criminal record, right? He loves him like a son, okay? And this job is dangerous as hell. It's good pay. Like, these guys make serious money. Not for nothing, right? So he's obviously going to take care of the girl. Why is he so mad that AJ wants to marry his daughter? What's that about?
He was shooting at him.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was probably like birdshot, so AJ might not have died. He just would have. Yeah, he'd been, well, I mean, could have lost an eye, I guess, but.
Absolutely.
He's shooting at
There
him.
were far too many guns in this movie in places where you probably shouldn't have guns. Like, do you really need a gun on an oil rig? Do you need a pistol? Like, why the hell does William Fichtner have? Like, he brings a gun on a spaceship. It's like, who are you planning on shooting? Like, seriously.
Didn't they ask that? Didn't Will Patton or Steve Buscemi go?
Asked it, and nobody answered the question. It was just like, why do you have a gun? And then it was just like,
everybody just looked at him like, it's America. Even here. America. Yeah.
I do love when Michael Clark Duncan's introduced. Bruce Willis is like, get out of my way. He's like, I'm just trying to give my boy more time. Like, I liked it. That showed some, like, he had Affleck's back in that scene.
This is it, So AJ's a cocky son of a bitch, but he seems like a good guy.
Yeah. People like him on the crew.
Yeah, he's a cocky prick, but so is everybody else because everybody's the best. So why not AJ? If you love him like a son, I'd be proud to have you as my son-in-law, right?
Yeah, be better than, I guess, Owen Wilson? Like, you're with Owen Wilson?
He's a successful businessman. He's got his own horse ranch and stuff doing.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Wow. Wow.
I do love where Owen Wilson says we're doing deep blue hero stuff. Yes. And that makes me very happy. And between that line and then his jet ski bit in Loki and Luke Wilson's talking about water sports and Bottle Rocket. I love the Owen Wilsons when they talk about deep blue or water sports or jet skis.
The movie is Americana, exactly. It's Americana. Doesn't get much more American than this.
And before we get out of here, I just love that Bottle Rocket has a whole speech about how Luke Wilson, he's like, one day they asked me what I wanted to do, like water sports. He's like, not only did I not want to answer that question, but I never wanted to see any of these people for like the rest of my life. Like, it's the weirdest speech.
Well, the reason being, there are certain times in your life when you're absolutely sure about something, and there are certain people who just say the dumbest shit in the world, and you realize, I have to go now.
Yeah.
That's what that's about.
Well, thank you for joining me, guys. This was a lot of fun. I'm glad we finally did it. I mean, I guess if we get together again, it's got to be the Snyder cut, right?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
That's
Please.
got meat.
Please let us
Yeah.
Snyder cut. I'm praying now. Please let us.
Yeah. So we'll have to get together and do the Snyder cut.
Oh,
Just give me about 2 years
Just-
to watch it again.
I miss you guys. I love you guys, man. It's really good to see you. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yes.
cool.
It's been
Norbert, promote your music, man. Like, where can people find your music?
Oh yeah, I have the SoundCloud, just Norbert Morvan, Norbert Morvan, on the SoundCloud. Find me there, doing my thing. Also Eddie Kane on Twitter, just spouting random nonsense.
And El Niall O on
Yeah,
Twitter
that is
as well.
Correct. I do
All right, cool.
similar nonsense spouting.
That's right. Well, I'll just tag you. I'll put y'all's Twitter handles on the post too, so we'll put that on there. But well, thank you too for joining me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, brother. Much love.
Cheers.
All right. So for me, Mark Hoffmeyer, for Niall Moore, for Norbert Morvan, this is Movie Stones and Flicks. We'll see you next week.